guys, it's me, Danibuttons, and I'm here today with a flip and review of two new Kira Shaina color by color books. Whew! This is the order they came out, so this is the order we will talk about them in. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk today. I'm so sorry, but I already colored a page in each of these. Unfortunately, I've just been like in a weird mood and I didn't want to film the process. I'm so sorry, but we're going to talk about it anyway. So this is Color by Colors Tetris. This is different from all of the other ones in her series so far. Kira just comes up with such creative things. So many of her books are completely new and different concepts, and I really like it a lot. So this is almost a pixel style book instead of traditional pixels, it's all Tetris shapes. So there's some large squares, there's some straight lines, there's some L shapes. All the Tetris shapes are in here. So let us flip. If you've never seen a color by color book before, I'm very surprised. At this point, I have a bunch of them. You may need to watch more of my videos. I think I've reviewed them all. But otherwise, it is basically, instead of having a number in each spot, there is just the outline and you match the color with the outline. So first, you get a test page with all of your colors. It is a 21 color palette. I think might be 22. I don't know. They're not numbered, so either 21 or 22 color palette. And then here you go. She only has the colors you will need on that picture listed, and it is on the high quality paper that is shiny. It is great for markers. It is hard for filming though, so I apologize for that. As you can see, the spaces are teeny tiny and there is a lot of them. So compared to her other books, this is not going to be quick and easy. This takes a while. It is still easy. I won't say it's not easy, but it is not quick. It takes a lot longer than usual. And also, some of them are almost harder to see what they are. This one looks like it's a drink with a orange slice, so I get that. But some of them are much more mysterious, which is a lot of fun. Obviously, I'm going to be able to see everything now. Ugh, this looks like a cow to me, maybe. Some sort of, maybe a baby lamb. That one I can't tell. The fun surprise with this one is in some of her other books, if it was a horizontal page, she would put the color palette horizontal too, but she does not with this one, which keeps it a mystery for much longer. Up here's our cover corgi. I can tell him. I don't know what that is either. So they're going to be a surprise. A lot of them use a lot of the colors, which is fun. Oh, this definitely does not use as many, and that's also fun. That's definitely a person. I can tell that much. I don't know. I have no idea what that is. So it's a little bit hard to flip through these, obviously, when you can't really tell what it is. That looks like a volcano. But you definitely still get a gist, and you get a gist of like what colors she focuses on and how much. I think that one is a butterfly. And just how detailed everything is. I'm trying to guess, and I cannot. So I actually handed the book to Sam and asked him to pick a page for me. This looks like a line of different buildings. And this is the page that he picked, which is actually really funny because I just did a review for Sachin's new book, the Mosaic Art Vacations, and I randomly picked the surfer girl. So now we have a surfer guy. I thought that was pretty funny that I did both of those. And as you can see, I used alcohol markers and they did bleed through, but you really don't need to see this. But if you do think you need to see this, then I recommend working back to front if you're using alcohol markers. I don't know what this is either. That looks like a lighthouse and like fields of flowers. That looks like a bunny. And then this is a ship, which is on the back, which I'll show you. And that might just be a rose. That should be really cool seeing that come to life because right now it's just a lot of like pink and purple. But I assume that it'll be shadowed nice, that you could tell what it is. And I don't know what that is. And I don't know what that is. So there we go. Here is the back, and there is another example of the ship. And she says, it's a new type of coloring book created by Kira Shaina. No need to think which color to use. Just follow the outlines to get 20 beautiful works of art. No numbers, clear pictures, colorful backgrounds, premium paper, 20 one-sided coloring pages. Easy to finish this book. So my tip for this method, though, let me just tell you one tip before we move on. If you cannot color match, First of all, you don't have to. So like if you see this green is not the exact same shade, so you can still see the border. So that's totally one way to do it, is to let the border show. But if you would like to try to color match and you're a little bit off, my tip is to include the edges and go over the actual lines also, because it makes it blend in much more. Let's see if I can zoom in manually and show you what I'm talking about. So my, what is it called? Aqua green is the only one I had, is a lot darker than the outlines. So I just really went all the way up to the edges. So you can kind of see where I didn't go all the way up to the edges. You can see that the green is a lot lighter, but since I just mostly covered it up completely, I don't think can tell very much. So it's totally a personal preference thing in general, because I know some people like to keep it that you can very much see the lines, and some people want the lines to disappear. It's up to you. But that is that book. So, and then next is the sequel to Spring, titled Summer. So, yep, there's already spring out there, and I was very excited about summer because it has some fruit pages in here. So let's skip to the back, and I'll show you this first on this one. This one also has 21-sided coloring pages, easy to finish, and there is another example. And again, I had Sam randomly pick in here. This is much easier to tell what you're looking at. So we have some butterflies, a funky tree, some more butterflies, a fruit page. I'm obsessed with this page. I don't know if I want to do it right away or save it forever, because I just love citrus a lot. Some dragonflies, a cow, more fruit, got grapes, some palm trees, some nice sunflowers, another like sunset scene through the trees, another big old moth. And again, the page Sam picked for me was another like tropical palm tree sunset type thing. So this one's really cool. And I don't know if it's true or not, but to me, this book, more than the rest of them, feels more mosaic-y, but I really like it. So I feel like in the older books, this would just be a solid orange stripe, but in this one, it's like rotating the patterns to give it a more pixelated look. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. If you have them all, maybe you understand what I'm saying, but I think this one is a lot of fun. This book too. Look, more fruit, strawberries, hot air balloons. As you can see, I assume that the color palette, the pages are horizontal, but the color palette is still vertical, but it really doesn't make too much of a difference because you barely need the color palette at this point. So some birds, sailboats. That uses almost every single color except the black. So that's interesting. Flowers, a windmill, another bowl of fruit. There's so much fruit here. I'm so excited. And then the lighthouse that you can see on the back. So there we go. That is the two newest books by Kira Sturgeonova. I will obviously have them both linked down below, and I will also link to her website. She frequently is putting free books on her website, the entire book for free. So obviously you'll have to print them yourself, but I would definitely check it out and maybe look into downloading some of those if you are wanting to try out a new style and you're nervous about it. That's a great place to start. Personally, I have been trying to just download them to test them and then buying the ones I like anyway, because I still would like to support her so she can keep coming out with awesome stuff. But yes, these will be linked. They are Amazon affiliate links, just as a disclaimer, gotta say it, but you don't have to use them if you don't want. It's just easier to find. And that's it for me. So this was a fun bonus video, and I'll see you tomorrow with, I think, the finale to my collection. So I hope you've been enjoying that series. I hope you enjoy these books. I hope you enjoy everything and you stick around, subscribe. I'm a fun time. Comment anything you want to comment, like this video, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye, guys.